Hi, Shadis. How are you doing? Welcome to Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I do not support bullying or harassment of any type. Nobody should ever do that to anybody. And please, YouTube, this video is for educational purposes. I am going to start by saying that I feel that people that bully people have low self esteem, right? Or inferiority complex. Now, there is difference between online and offline. You can say anything online and get away with it, but you can say something to somebody offline or physically, and they will not let you go. And I suggest that the best, especially to Karens, they can do is to stop being mean and rude to people and start looking for a way to call people some certain kind of slurs and all that. Because this particular one landed her in a stretcher straight up to the hospital and gushing out. You really can do better. You can save yourself all that embarrassment. And not just fighting, she went to bully a Samoan girl. And Samoan girl showed her what she is made of. Yeah, it looks like this season is your season because so far all I can see is you all like being mean and rude. Tell me why somebody will go to somebody's porch, somebody's house to cha. Man, are you guys okay? It's not making sense, but you know what? Let's get into this video.
There's a video of a Karen who got her ass beat by a Samoan girl because she was trying to fight her. And all I got to say is, why would you ever try and fight somebody who's Samoan? And the video only shows the aftermath of like the fight. But the Karen, she's like bloodied up. Her face is all messed up. Her hair is all dirty. And like you can tell she genuinely got pieced by the Samoan girl. And like the Karen was trying to spit on the Samoan girl. Which like, if you spit on anybody, you need to get your ass beat. But at the end of the video, the Karen, she actually gets arrested and charged with assault. And I love seeing Karens get everything they deserve because for whatever reason, Karens love to think that they can do whatever they want without any consequences, especially putting their hands on people. At the amount of videos I've seen of Karens, like, touching somebody or like trying to slap them or trying to punch them, and then they get, defensive when like the person tries to retaliate and self-defense, and they're like, oh my God, like, I can't believe you would hit me. It's like, bro, why would you hit them in the first place? You started this. And like a little word of advice, if you are a Karen and you are going to try and, punch somebody or put your hand on them, make sure that they can't fight or that they're not Samoan, because you putting your hands in that Samoan girl is probably the worst thing you could have done, and well, you got your ass beat because of it.
So my morning scrolling, I just saw this video of a Samoan girl beating up this Karen that was like twice her size, like 400 pounds, something like that. I don't know about y'all. I'm not fighting a fucking Samoan girl. I'm just not. And it's not even on a scare. Actually, yes, it is. I'm not fighting a Samoan girl. I'm sorry. My phone just fell. Anyway, as I was saying, like, I'm not fighting them. There's something about their genetic makeup. She dog walked that woman. Like, it wasn't the whole video. The clip was just on TikTok. But there's no way. There's nothing in the world. I don't fight anymore. Obviously, I'm an adult. But, like, there's no world in where I'm willingly fighting a Samoan girl. I'm apologizing, even if I'm not in the wrong. Like, I'm so serious.
God damn! I don't know why you was messing with that Samoan girl. She beat the brakes off your ass. Boy, she lumped you up something terrible. Now, Miss Karen, everybody and anybody knows there's just a set of group of people that you just don't fuck with. Samoan people are one of them people because they about that life. They are like supernaturally strong, and they don't take a whole bunch of shit. They grow up fighting. They've been fighting for generations. They will kick your ass, and they like to fight. That's just like, it's a tribal thing. But you best be glad that she didn't bust out the haka, because if she would have did that, that means that would have been your ass. Oh no, when they start doing this and making them faces and start slapping them elbows and slapping their shoulders, and they man, they start singing some chant like that, you better grab your ass and get to stepping. Man, that haka, they call for the ancestors. I'll put it to you that way. They are summoning up that magical power of strength, and they will put it on you. But as you see, Miss Karen, Miss Becky, got dealt with. You fuck with the wrong person. When are you Karens going to learn that you can't use your Karenism on everybody and get away with it? Now look at you. They hauling your ass away in the ambulance. Or as the black folk like to say, the ambulance. The ambulance came and picked your ass up. And now she's sitting and talking with the police officer. There are times when you just got to leave folk alone. And you climbed up the wrong tree and you fell out of it and you bust your biscuit. Boom! Your whole grill is toe up. I feel bad for you. Nah, not really. Because even I know. I don't want no smoke. I like to just be chill. But your entitlement probably got your ass whooped. And you thinking that you gonna fuck with this lady, this Samoan lady, woman of color, and she done put the dogs on you. She done, look like she stomped a mud hole in your ass and walked it dry. That's why you gotta stay in your lane. Leave folk alone. Sometimes it's better just to take an L and be like, hey, whatever, and go on about your business. Even for myself, I'm a hot-tempered brother. But I know sometimes just to shut the entire fuck up and go on about my business. Because not every situation is going to be in your favor. And as we see, ladies and gentlemen, this lady came up short. She took the dice, she shook them, she threw them, and she hit snake eyes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a life lesson, not only to the white tea people, but for everybody. Sometimes it pays to just walk away and be like, you know what, you got it. Now, I don't know what the debacle was, but obviously I want to say it's probably about some kids because it was at a park. But you gotta be careful when you start messing with mama bear's cubs, because some mama bears are real mean and vicious, and they will tear your ass when it comes to their kids. Now, I'm not saying it is or not, but whatever happened, somebody came up short. All I know is she said, Becky hit me first. Yeah, well, I don't know if Becky's going to be hitting you again there, Miss Samoan Queen. So, got to protect yours. Post your comments if you had or seen an altercation with a Samoan person, a Pacific Islander. And with that being said, I'm your gracious host. I'm the Dark One, Dark Chocolate Soul Brother number 1, and I'm out. Deuces.
Look, I do not promote violence, but I saw the conclusion between a Karen and Samoan. And I want y'all to guess which one won. Rhetorical question. The Samoan beat the brakes of that Karen. Well deserved, by the way. Round of applause, lady. Okay? I thought it was a universal rule to never, ever mess with a Samoan. Have y'all never seen a sporting event where they do their chants? That alone would have scared me off. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Okay? But I feel like whenever between a fight, if you have some advantage against a person, you should win. If you have a height advantage, you should win. If you have a weight advantage, you should win. This Karen basically had a near 200-pound weight advantage against a Samoan. And the Samoan girl treated her like paper, bro. She treated her like she was nothing, okay? She got carried to the hospital. Just be mink, moo. I don't care what the Karen said to the lady, but I know she deserved it. Round of applause.
Hey, that white lady who got whooped by that Samoan lady in the States, you should have known better. I don't understand why. I feel like this civilization has been so well taken care of that people forget that people can really put the beats on you. People really put the hands on you. I'm a big guy, right? But there are certain people that I'm like, why would I even put myself in that situation? Why would I do that to myself? And you see a Samoan and you want to start on her? You don't have it. You don't have what it takes. I thought it was all universally recognized that there are certain type of people that we just don't mess with for the most part. I mean, defending yourself is all for one, but starting something, no, you're tapped. You're tapped. And her face, yeah. If you guys search up her face right now, she got exactly what she deserved.
I'm a white girl from Utah, but I know how to fight. Not really, but sorta. I know the mechanics. Grew up surrounded by primarily Samoan women because I played volleyball, and that was the demographic that I played with, was primarily Polynesian women, specifically Samoans. And what was hilarious to me was I got fighting lessons. I had 3 girls on my volleyball team growing up. Sila, Make, and Latu. Those 3 girls, they taught me how to fight. Never like, actually. I've never been in a fight, but they told me what to do if I get in one. Sila taught me you gotta grab by the hair, and if you wrap, they ain't going anywhere. Make taught me that my legs are the strongest part of me, so if I'm gonna get in a fight, kick, because I'm not gonna win with my arms. Latu just told me to run because Latu knows I'm not gonna win a fight. Samoan women know how to fight, and I won't ever get in a fight with one of them because they'll whoop your ass. All that to say, I fully support beating up a racist. Fully support it. Woo! You go, girl. You go.
What I like about this video is we don't see the actual fight. We just see the Karen spitting at the Samoan chick that beat her ass. And she's still talking shit, mad shit, after, but mind you, her face is like a wreck. You know what I mean? I can't even fucking show it, because I'm sure TikTok, at the very least, would fucking age restrict. The Karen gets wheeled off to the hospital in a fucking stretcher, and the cops are trying to explain to the Samoan chick, like, yeah, she's not going to jail. She has to go to the hospital, as you can understand. You know, she's quite a mess. But can you write a statement? And I'd say that's, you know, yeah. Considering the Karen threw the first punch, I would say it worked out exactly the way it was supposed to.
TikTok, I swear to God, y'all don't miss. So, of course, another Karen called herself gonna try to slide to a Samoan girl. Karen, let me tell you something. They can to the sumo wrestlers. I'm gonna need you to fall back off them Samoans, because they don't play. They will beat your ass. And she fucked around and found out.
There's a video of a Karen who got her ass beat by a Samoan girl because she was trying to fight her, and all I gotta say is, why would you ever try and fight somebody who's Samoan? And the video only shows the aftermath of, like, the fight, but the Karen, she's, like, bloodied up, her face is all messed up, her hair is all dirty, and, like, you can tell she genuinely got pieced by the Samoan girl. And, like, the Karen was trying to spit on the Samoan girl, which, like, you know, if you spit on anybody, you need to get your ass beat. But then at the end of the video, the Karen, she actually gets arrested and charged with assault. And I love seeing Karens get everything they deserve, because for whatever reason, Karens love to think that they can do whatever they want without any consequences, especially putting their hands on people. Like, the amount of videos I've seen of Karens, like, you know, touching somebody or, like, trying to slap them or trying to punch them, and then they get all defensive when, like, the person tries to retaliate in self-defense, and they're like, oh my god, like, I can't believe you would hit me. It's like, bro, why would you hit them in the first place? You started this. And, like, a little word of advice, if you are a Karen and you are going to try and, you know, punch somebody or put your hands on them, make sure that they can't fight or that they're not Samoan, because you putting your hands on that Samoan girl is probably the worst thing you could have done, and, well, you got your ass beat because of it.
Alright, let me tell you about Samoans, bro. I just had a fight with a 6'3" Samoan, bro, and these people are not to be messed with. Alright, so let me tell you. So, like, I was driving in traffic, you feel me? And, like, this Samoan, I didn't know he was Samoan. Like, I was in traffic, I go to brake, bam, a car hits me. And I'm like, wait, who does this man think he is? So I walk out all buff thinking I'm the best, like, I can fight anyone, you feel me? I go out, I go look, it's a Samoan. I didn't know this Samoan was gonna be 6'3". I thought he was like 3 foot, because in the car he looked hella short. That man walked out his car and I was looking up, like, I was looking up. As soon as I seen this 6'3" Samoan, bro, I try to run back in my car, bang, he grabs me, he picks me up and just slams me on the ground, and like my back is hurting, you feel me? And I'm like, nah, wait, I'm African, I should do something about it. So I stand up thinking I'm big, yeah, and then this man just bang in my face, you feel me? And I'm like, nah. So I just crawl back in my car and I just drive off.
Tell me y'all seen the video of that Samoan girl who beat the brakes, the motherfucking brakes off that Karen. Tell me y'all saw that. It was like a true FAFO moment. I mean, one of the finest. But I just want to say this. If you are ever face to face in a confrontation with a Tongan or Samoan, and it's getting elevated and you feel like this might turn into a tussle, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and dip out. Just go walk away. If you don't have certified hands, that is not a battle that you want to be a part of. So go on and walk away. Matter of fact, run really, really fast. The Karen in that video, she had a bloody face and was carried away on a stretcher. Enough said. And I love to see it. I love to see it. I love a good FAFO moment.
Clearly, a lot of you fuckers are talking about shit y'all don't know about. Just like that girl who was on the stretcher. So, let's get into it. First and foremost, I'd like to express that I do not hate any specific ethnic groups. I think that bad people come as individuals, and sometimes they leave a bad taste in people's mouth with those ethnic groups and kind of fucks it up for everybody. But yeah, I think that bad people come in all kinds of backgrounds and ethnicities, and so yeah, just wanted to get that out the way. So into the story. What had happened was, so I'm sitting here on the bench, right? There's a park here where that shoots out the water, the ground. There's the bathrooms here, and then there's the actual playground area with the actual parks here. My siblings are done getting wet, and they're over here playing on the park. I see this lady, and she looks pissed, and she's walking towards the park, and I'm watching, of course. I'm like, what's going on here? My brother and this other little boy that he was playing with and met there, they're on the top of the park, and they're leaning their arms over. That lady gets over there to those boys, my brother and this other little boy, and she's like, no. I don't know who she's yelling at, but I'm watching, because I'm like, she can't be yelling at my brother. And but the other little boy left, and she's still like this. All I see is the back of her head, and she's like, I can hear her voice projecting from where I am, but I don't know what she's saying. And my brother is still there, and he's just looking down at her like, what did I do? I instantly run. I run to the park, and I'm like, what the hell happened? I go up to her. I'm like, wait, whoa, what happened? And she's like, making a big fuss about my brother is calling this little girl fat and blah, 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 right? And I'm instantly like on guard because I want to protect my brother. So I want to get all the facts straight, okay? I ask her, I'm like, okay, were you there? What happened? So like, no, let's get all these, but she's still pissed. She's just like, no, this little boy is calling little girls fat. And then I'm making a big scene for the whole park to hear. Now I'm even more pissed because now my brother is feeling embarrassed, and he's feeling a type of way because you're putting a little boy on the spot, a 10-year-old boy on the spot, okay? Or 11, he 11. But and now we're getting into it, and I'm like, what you're not gonna do is you're never gonna go up to these kids and you're never gonna cuss at them, because by the time I got there, all I hear is, who the hell are you, blah, blah, blah. I didn't pick up everything. But yeah, it's enough for me. It's enough for me. And that whole thing's happening, you know, we're getting into the dispute because she's still making these statements, and I still need the facts, okay? And now we're getting angry. She's getting angry, and she's telling me, she's like, get the fuck out my face before I fuck you up, okay? Everybody around, there was a little girl there that was there because all the kids there were making fat jokes, apparently. The little girl jumps in and she's like, no, I was there, and your brother, he made that joke, and he said, oh, look, there's a burger. I was like, I looked at my brother and I was like, you know what? And I apologized. I literally told that lady and I said, you know what? On behalf of my brother, I apologize. I looked at my brother and I said, I'm gonna deal with you later. I'm finna go home. I'm finna snitch. I'm finna tell my mama everything. I'm still pissed that you cussing my little brother out instead of coming to me, because had you had went about it a different route, had you had come to me or found his parents, found whoever was watching them, and told us what happened, I would have dragged his ass over there and been like, apologize to this little girl now. Apologize to her right now. That was a whole learning curve for him. What he learned is that not everybody jokes the same way, okay? The way we joke in this household can be very insensitive to other people. So now you have to watch what you say, watch your surroundings, and just don't joke like that, like period, you know, in public, because shit like that gonna happen. Mind you, we're already in the whole like midst of I had already apologized. I mean, we're yelling and apologizing at each other because we're both angry. And I'm like, on behalf of my brother, I apologize, and I'm still trying to set my boundary with her and let her know that it's never gonna be okay to yell at these kids. I told my brother, I said, I'm gonna deal with you later. I put it over there at the lady. I said, but you don't ever think it's okay to cuss these kids out or yell at them. You need to come to the parent or whoever is watching them first. We're in the middle of that. That's when Miss Honky Donkey come up on me, literally on me. Her whole chest was on me. My body was sideways. And she talked about, with her arms wide out, talking about, get the fuck out this park now. I'm like, I know you ain't talking to me, because who the fuck are you? I ain't going nowhere. And she tells me again, she looks the kids up and down, and she's like, you guys are ghetto. You guys don't belong here. And she tells me one more time, she said, get the fuck out now. I said no. And that's when she attacked me. She literally, I don't know, everything was just happening so fast. That's what happened. That's how the fight started. The lady that I fought had absolutely nothing to do with what had happened originally. In the video, she's telling the lady that I was originally arguing with, and she's talking about, I don't know what the fuck, because she didn't know what happened. And you could hear the lady in the black dress that I was arguing with talk about the little boy. She's trying to catch her up with what had happened. Like, how you gonna tell us to get the fuck out and you don't even know what happened? Weird. I don't know how, like, y'all know that that game that that everybody be trying to prank the kids with, and it like pops up this like like it's like the maze game or something. Anyways, yeah, she was running at me bloody like that with her arms out, literally like this, like, get the fuck out the park. Like, it was scary as fuck, bro. All 3 times she attacked me first, and nobody in that fucking park helped me or my siblings. It was just her family that pulled her away from me because she was getting her shit rocked. But yeah, that's what happened. Police showed up. Of course, they're gonna put on the victim card and said she started it. But no, your dumbass sister recorded everything, and that's why your dumbass got locked up and charged, arrested, and I'm free. Anywho, bye. Thank you for tuning in with me.
This is all I got from this video. It looks like this last week till now is like Karen's week. I don't know how to explain this, but yeah, they are getting their rewards back left and right and the rest of it. They are doing great. Looks like they are creating great awareness out there, you know. People are seeing their handwork. Now, I am going to say this. I do not support bullying. I do not support harassment of any type, right? It is not welcome. How do people get into people's business for no reason? How do you crawl into someone else's skin just like that? How do you provoke people like that? Some of them do all this because they think they have privilege, or that their privilege will get them covered, right? But sometimes things doesn't happen this way. Let me tell you something. The difference between online and offline, it's way too much. People have been telling you people this for a longer time, but I don't know why they do not listen. They don't hear, you know? I am telling you something and you will still go ahead to do the wrong one. Why? Why do you people do things like this? You get into people's business for no just reason. The other one was the one going on someone else's porch. Like, you can imagine going on someone else's porch to talk to them, and this one was at the park, who probably knew what she said. She may have said one or two to the person, and from there it escalated Did you see all that gushing out? And then ended up being in a stretcher. That is how bad it is. That is how bad it is. Or that was how bad it was very bad. See, let me tell you people something. There are things so many people are not ready to take so many things in 2025. Excuse me. Some people do not tolerate BS, you know? So do not think you are going to insult me online. Get away with it, probably because I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. But then offline, seeing somebody face to face and then be me. See, I don't care. White women, it doesn't really pay to be mean to people, you know? I see mean girls, mean women as people with low self-esteem. This is how I see them. You can say but if you are always ready to fight people for no reason, you have low self-esteem, and you need to build your self-esteem up, because there is there, like, even at 20, from 18, 20, like, you know, you are a chick, right? You are a big girl, and I wouldn't want to get into anything that got to do with physical and all that. Now, I want to maintain my feminine energy, right? So take your BS far away. But there are some situations, they say critical situations requires critical solution. Situation whereby you are looking for my trouble. I have single born. I have single born. Don't try me offline. You may not like it. Sincerely speaking. I might be doing chick, but man, don't try me. You know? So enough of being rude to people, enough of being mean to people. It actually doesn't pay to be mean to people. You know? It makes your life even bad, worse, and the rest of it. So do better. It looks like this is your season. Continue to be fruitful through this season. And as you are being fruitful, you better learn. If not, you will continue to be fruitful in the hospital. Bye for now.